9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am setting up the chairs, Gibbs. I am setting up the chairs. I am waiting for everything to come online, and I have to plug things in still. Oh my gosh. I have to fix these settings. Girl. I thought I took this portion off. No, I thought it was time. I need to take off the 20-minute subscription thing. That was just for while I was sleeping to avoid risk of getting spam in the trailer. So I'm going to the what do you call it? I'm going to the content section. So just a minute. I have to get this together. I try. Live and good morning, y'all. I am getting this together. Welcome to the morning mood. This is the sound check section. Let me go to this video, customization, and live chat subscribers, any duration, and save. I'm so glad I was able to catch that. Let me boogie on out of this section. I caught the error of my ways, and I am correcting it as we speak. Okay, so that's done. So I'm going to minimize that and get my screen open. Thank you guys so much for coming in. The ones who already know, this is the part where she gets her sound check together. This is a sound check. Oh, turn it down. I'm looking for the menu, guys, so I can get back to my page so I can do my own moderation. Dashboard, your channel. And I need to take out my Bluetooth also. I'll take that out once I get my quality control portion set up. This should be fixed. Subscribers mode should be taken off. I believe there is a delay on here. So please give me a moment. So if you guys do want to comment, I took the subscribers mode only off. I usually have subscribers mode only going on when I'm sleeping the night. So it can help facilitate if whether I'm getting bad comments or not, or spam and stuff. So that's that on that. What's going on, Sideways? Dude, I did a really cool shout out yesterday, or maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and I put almost everybody and their mama in the video as an ad, but I wasn't able to add you. I'm gonna try again because it's a video that says thank you, and it's got me on there with a cute little bear. And when I went to go look for your name, I wasn't able to add you, but I tried so many ways. I typed it so many ways, and even how you have it on here, Soundwaves45. So I just want to let you know, because you may not want people to have access to add you like that. I did try to give you a shout out in my thank you video. So since you're on the line, thank you so much for just being on here, showing your support, liking and laughing, and actually helping out when I got stuck on words like air fryer. So thank you for coming in and for just being of some support. I finally have my earbuds in. It took me a minute to get the sound check together, but I hear everything all right. I'm looking in my settings because on my cell phone it's saying that subscribers only mode. And I just went to YouTube Studio and I was like, take that off of there. You take that off of there right now. Anybody is welcome now. So I'm hoping that that's fixed. So while I wait, I'm going to still go. See how I'm able to say hi to you in this chat? I'm unable to put the @ sign in that video. Oh, all good. The reason I don't put my face on the description is that I work. That's okay. You don't have to show your face because right now I'm getting ready to add you in the comment and put like hi. Let me see. And bear with, my computer is awesome, but it is very outdated. This particular laptop computer. Okay, you see how in the comment I was able to put at Soundwaves 45 high? That's what I was attempting to do when I made the thank you shout out video. It's in my description box. I can put your handle in there and say at Soundwaves 45. I wasn't able to do that. So I'll try it again after this video is over and see if maybe I just typed it wrong. Oh, see, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah. So I'm glad you hopped on. I'm able to tell you thank you. There was a few more people where that was the same situation. So thank you for understanding, and I'm happy I was able to catch you on there. My quality sounds good, and it's really comfortable in here. I wanted to change up the scenery for myself. Oh boy, you know what? Let me plug in my cell phone so it don't fall out on me. Let me grab my cord and charge up my computer as well. Hang on. I'm not going too far. I have my cord. Look at this cord is really cool. It's green. Reminds me of Ninja Turtles. And let's see here. Here's the cord for the computer. What? Compute this. I'm going to plug this into here. It is something, well, at least with my computer, because I think I have it on power saver. When I plug it into the power source, it gets brighter. It's like the computer is alive, and I just gave it some food. You know, like when you eat food, you feel like, I don't know anything. No, this breakfast biscuit sandwich. Well, that's how this particular computer acts. Oh, big weekend in New York City. Lots of parties. Really? So that means lots of good food. Have you gotten anything yummy to eat in New York City? Anything special? Now that you guys are going to be partying in New York City? Well, I like to talk about food. I'm plugging the phone in the charger, but this is kind of cool. I'm kind of holding it right now. Big weekend for New York City. I like New York City, and I still want to go. I think personally, despite it all, you guys are bouncing back from all the hoopla that happened from the C-19, and I like hearing you guys' reports about New York City. Let me open up my water. It's lukewarm today, so I don't freeze. Yeah. National Puerto Rican Day Parade. Pretty. I get it now. Check this out. There's a YouTuber that's been reporting in, it has to be New York City. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. I don't mind correction. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, please. I follow a YouTuber named Donat, D-O-N-A-T, and he's currently, along with Armand Wiggins, are reporting live in New York to report on the P. Diddy case, okay? So when Donat was outside the day before yesterday, he, I believe it was over in this time, and he was just outside roaming the streets of New York City and just talking to us about his recap and the notes he took and the climate of that particular day. But I started laughing because whatever street or boulevard he was on, he was like, what is going on? He said, what are these people doing in the street? What, they having a party or something? And he looked really baffled. He was like, hold on, y'all, what the H is going on? And then he got closer and we could hear music, and it was like, it's like, what is they doing? They having a parade in the middle of the day, the Diddy child going off on partying in the street. He's like, what the H? So I started laughing. So that really solidifies I do believe you. But what I'm saying is, dang, it's really true. Because he was like, what are these people doing partying in the middle of the day? That was funny. So that makes sense. National Puerto Rican Day Parade. Yeah. And for the life of him, he was so confused, but baffled, but it was humorous at the same time. So shouts out to you, Soundwaves, for the continuity report. And a couple of days ago, it was nice hearing live footage of someone actually reported from there and was also wondering what's going on. Don't they know they just riding past the P. Diddy case? Y'all celebrating. It was two different things, so that's funny. Okay, what I'm gonna do is put the phone down so I can have my hands free now. I'm gonna put the phone back on the charger. Not charger, put the phone back on the stand and keep moving forward with that. There. Can you believe we've passed the 10-minute mark already? I have a question. On my cell phone, it's coming through clear. On my computer, it's kind of grainy and texturalized. So I'm asking this: is your view of me coming up clear, or does it look like I'm underwater? Every corner. Let me put some party emojis in here for you, Soundwaves. Let me get my party emojis up, because that's funny. In the background, my TV it's Disney is on my background in the TV, and Bluey is on. Have you ever seen that cartoon? Y'all, it is so funny and hilarious. There's some episodes where I'll be falling out. I'm like, they really took it there. I'm like, are they beating up on him? I thought this was a children's show. A little pixel, but not bad. Okay, thank you. Isn't that weird how things work? My phone looks perfectly fine. Nonetheless, do you know what time it is? We passed the 10-minute marker. It is time for the cows in the chat song. Let me get things set up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have successfully passed the 10-minute marker, and you know what time it is. It is time to put cows in the chat. Cows in the chats. Cows in the chats is a section where you can put in, what is it? Ladies and gentlemen, people, pets, plants, animals, artificial intelligence, and all living, breathing things under the umbrella of this melting pot called Earth. It is time to put cows in the chat. 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 Putting cows in the chat is appreciated, or your favorite animal emoji or your favorite animal emoji. This is the time where we put cows in the chat. All have, according to my knowledge, the NASA space people are still placing the blame of global warming on these beautiful bovines, saying that they're the reason for global warming. So I want to take out the time to apologize to cows everywhere, cows of Christmas past, cows of futures to come, and cows of the present. On behalf of Elay TV, we deeply and sincerely apologize for NASA and the government placing the blame on y'all for global warming. They have to place the blame somewhere. They're placing it on you. Ooh, look at that emoji. It came up on my computer. I'm gonna lift up the computer. Oh, is that a jellyfish or an octopus? That's cute. Thank you for your audience participation. Now, because of that, I'm going to look for some sea creatures. Sea! Chicken of the sea! Oh my gosh, what's wrong with her? Oh, I'll put that one in there. Yeah, it's a sea creature. I see it. I'm gonna put some sea creatures in there. Really? How are you gonna prepare it? Is it gonna be raw, slightly, what is it, sauteed, or half and half? I'm quite sure you can make it. To each his own. How is it going to be prepared? It actually sounds fun, so that must mean my stomach is ready for that. You know what I mean? Sometimes, now I think I'm a semi-adventurous person who likes to eat different things, but there's some days I have to listen to my stomach, and my stomach is like, girl, don't be adventurous today. If you do, you gonna pay for it. So today, if I were going out to a restaurant, my stomach is like, okay, LA, it's all right. You can go try something crazy. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Like, okay, stomach, let's do this. Let's see here, it says they make it takes a long time. Really? It takes special care to make that. Isn't that something? So how could it be so bad? How could that particular type of seafood be so bad if you have to take special care to make it? Now, we make it fried, you don't make 2.1 milliseconds. So now how, I don't even want to go there. So how is that a good thing? With squid and octopus, it takes 48 hours. I'm over exaggerating. It takes 48 hours to make. So that means you must be getting the top shelf food, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. Positive mindset leads to positive digestion. Let's move forward. That sounds really fun. You know, I didn't make this survey today, so I'll make it just for consistency purposes. What breakfast food will you pick today? Breakfast will you pick? What can I put in there? Hamburger? That's not breakfast food. I always thought so. You know, everybody's digestion system is different. Everyone's digestive tract is different. And my mom and I used to have a verbal bout about this. My mom is super duper overwhelmingly over religious, but I also brought this to her attention. I'm like, I think it would be beneficial if sometimes we ate food undercooked. I'm not saying it all the time, but everybody's bodies are different, and I feel for me, every once in a while, it really gives me a boost. And she would go up and down, you gotta cook it all the way through. I'm like, Mom, this don't make sense. Sometimes I really think we need to actually enjoy the food for what it is. But high five to you, because I feel the same way too. Especially like with liver, as gross as it may look, sometimes I really feel and believe that it's very beneficial to eat it underdone at times. But just being precautious on how you prepare it, safety factors and all that stuff. Yeah, so I'm with you on that. So congratulations. I know you'll have a good time, and there's going to be some very beneficial factors that come out of that. I'm putting a bucket of chicken on the food survey for breakfast. Did you see my thumbnail? I have our cartoon president eating a bucket of chicken on the thumbnail. Oh, I brought my mouse today, so I could put a picture afterwards. So let me put a fried chicken leg on the side of here. I remembered my mouse. Emoji, a bucket of chicken. Chicken, CHICKEN. This mouse is on one. I don't have a smooth surface to put it on. CHI. There's the chicken. I put the chicken on there. And then for the next one, what can I put? Candied yams. Candied yams. So I'm about to put the survey up. I know this don't have anything to do with breakfast, but we can do what we want to do. We're grown and we can eat whatever the age we want to eat for breakfast. I'm gonna have French fries. Take that. Candied yams. I have to fix the angle of this. This angle make me look big as a cow. But this suit is really big. There's women in it, and that's how I like the onesies to fit. You know, the bigger the onesie, the bigger the pockets are. That's how I feel. So if I got this onesie in a small, the pockets would be smaller. This thing is like an extra large, and I think it's a men's one, so my pockets are bigger. You know, turkey got extra storage part in the neck. Really? In the gullet? What do you mean? So like cows, they have extra room to put food in? To know about this. You know turkey got extra storage? There. The poll is going. You learn something new every day. Well, I try to learn something new every day. It just happens overnight. So while I get this set up, I'm gonna go and get the Google AI set up so I can see what in the world's going on with Donald Trump and Mr. Tesla Man. Gullet. The part like when people get 1,000,000 years old, they get this here. Gullet. We turn into chickens when we get older. Now don't say I never taught you anything. A gullet. A gullet. Let me spell it out. Gullet. Bagging there. I never heard that before, like the Wendy's biggie bag. That's funny. Neck. Speaking of neck, I made a YouTube video years ago with my Funko Pop collection toys, and it's basically them singing you know the song where they say that the arm bone connected to the arm bone and the knee bone connected to the knee bone? Well, the premise of the skit I made with my toys was they went to a museum and they were looking at like the dinosaur with the long neck. They were looking at the skeleton of the dinosaur. They're like, how long is his neck? Hold on, let me get into character. Oh my gosh, how long is his neck? I don't know, his neck is really long. And so they were like, the neck bone connected to the neck bone, the neck bone connected to the neck bone, and the neck bone connected to the neck bone, and because they were like, how many bones in the dinosaur neck? I don't know. Like, the neck bone's connected to that neck bone, and that neck bone's connected to that neck bone. Yeah, and it's not turkey burgers neither. Like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, I was about to eat more chicken. Oh, that's so funny. Chick-fil-A do be like eat more chicken, and they spell it wrong. CHIKN, and that's how the Chick-fil-A cow spells it. Eat more chicken. I think that Eat More Chicken campaign is working, especially around Super Bowl time. Cows can be at peace, and graduation time for high schools. Cows can be at peace because they be ordering chicken wings all the time for those times. So cows are like, ooh, chicken's back on the dock. Everybody's getting ready to order chicken wings. So we're in the clear right now. So we don't have anything to worry about for a couple of seasons. I think this campaign is working with them. So go cows, eat more chicken. Eat more chicken. Don't put that in there. Eat more chicken. There. That's funny. What the H? What? And what was that play or musical or nursery rhyme? They were like, and the cow jumped over the moon. What was that? I used to say that often when I was younger. I don't even remember. It'll come back to me. Let me go and see what in the world artificial intelligence, AI, has to say about what's going on with Mr. Sir Elon Musk and his best friend. They're not friends anymore. They're not friends anymore. Guys, we're witnessing a fight amongst best friends spill out onto the TV. It's like I'm watching a reality show right now. It's like Donald Trump and Sir Elon Musk are fighting. And do you really think it's over the things they're proclaiming, or is something like something small and petty? But since they're men and boisterous, they're like, we gotta tell them something else. We cannot tell them the reason why we're really fighting is because you forgot my birthday. And I asked for an island, and you didn't do it. Now we're not friends no more. How can I say this? I'm gonna type it in. What is going on with Elon Musk and the president? I look forward to seeing what AI overview is going to type. If it's going to be a lot, or it's going to be like, I cannot let you know what's going on because Elon Musk got into my system and said, do not talk about me. I'm going to push enter and see what comes up. I want AI overview to pull up something. I typed in what is going on with Elon Musk and the president, and AI overview didn't provide me anything. So I'm going to have to rephrase the sentence. How many times through life have I had to rephrase the sentence for people to understand what I'm saying? And I mean that because due to the TikTok short attention span plague that has bestowed the whole world, I find myself in situations where I had to re-explain things in a way that folks can get what I'm saying. And I'm a little weary because I have to simplify things when I talk. And sometimes that's difficult. I'm like, I'm not trying to talk to you in real-time TikTok speak. I'm trying to tell you instructions on how to do this correctly so you don't get hurt. But if I'm unable to break the steps down, it's gonna be a lost cause for them and not me. How to safely cross the street. Stop, look and listen before you cross the street. You take it too long. Just go. Boom. I'm like, I was trying to tell you how to safely get across the street, but you didn't want to listen. There's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I can do. I washed my hands of this. I tried. Let me rephrase the question and type in Elon Musk news. Elon Musk news Today's date is the, come on, computer. Oh, how in the world did that fall out of the charger? Y'all, you know my computer got unplugged. Man, you better believe it. That's all they're doing nowadays. Because you don't know how to cross the street, you go be playing a real life game of Frogger. You might not make it out of it though. I don't understand. As long as I've been in this beautiful planet Earth that some folks really trying to intentionally wreck for all of us good people. As long as I've been in this planet Earth, well, it still baffles me when I see adults actually playing Frogger in the streets as they cross the street. They don't cross at the intersection where there's some type of control system in place. I see these mugs crossing 6 lanes, 4 lanes with bags in their hands, cups in their hands, probably some drink, just casually crossing the street in the middle, you know? They'll cross a little, wait, trucks going by, semis going by, vans going by, and then they'll get to the center of the lane. I'm like, you too far in now, so you have to commit. Either you go back and go all the way through, but it's scary to see people just standing between all those lanes of traffic because they don't want to wait or go all the way up to the corner, go all the way the safe way. I just don't get it. That's how you learn to drive? And when I drive, I'm always told I drive like a grandma. And I'm like, well, do you want the ride or not? Or are you going to sit up here and just kind of talk about how slow I drive? You got one more good time to talk about go faster. I'm going to go faster, pull over, and you get out there. You want to pass away today? Well, go get in the car with somebody else who don't seem to care about their life. Because when you driving with me, you're going to get there safe because I drive like a grandma. That's why one of the reasons I'm still living and breathing. You drive too slow, LA. You know I drive so slow, so why you get in the car with me? It's not my fault. You late for work. You're not going to rush me to get you there on time. You better make a choice right now. Don't let me turn in the saw. Don't let me turn in the saw. You want to play a game? You got 2 options. Get the F out of my car or shut up and take it. Elay, what's wrong with you? We're sorry. The gall of people. Throw them out the car. I'll pull over like you don't have to get on out. You're not getting ready to ruin my day. I have a loving family to get home to. Can you hurry up, please? Excuse me? Like when you in the bus, you be holding on to the I like riding the bus, but I enjoy riding the bus when I don't need to use it to get to work. It's more enjoyable taking the public transportation system. My gosh. Elay, are you okay? Don't worry, I'm okay. I dropped the phone. I'm so glad I saved it. So, what in the world was I about to say? Heck, I done forgot what I was about to say now. I done lost my train of thought. Maybe it'll come back to me. I know I was talking about getting home safe. Oh yeah, and riding the public transportation. I do enjoy being on public transportation, but it's more fun when I am just having fun and using it not to get to work. It's a little more stressful when I'm on the schedule because there might be some delays and then the traffic, and then you have to factor in the people who are disabled. You have to Always factor that in. So rides on the bus will eat up a lot of your time. So outside of that, I still enjoy public transportation. I'm trying to clear my screen, guys, so I can read the rest of your comments. I accidentally dropped my phone and my screen pulled up the survey. And it's like, do you want to end the survey? I'm like, no, I don't want to end the survey. Get out of the way. There, I fixed it. Moving on. Dog, man. Speaking of Dog, man, have you seen that movie? Dog, man, is it out yet? I think it's out. Wow. I typed in Elon Musk news and it just gave me articles and no AI overview information. Whew, I might have to go to Chat GPT for the first time live on this stream. Usually I can just type in something and AI overview will just pop up with something and then I put the sources in later. Today's date is the 8th. It is, oh my gosh, stop. What is going on with Elon Musk as of January, February, March, April, May, June 8th, 2025. Let's see if these words will help. You know what? It's not. For the first time ever, it worked. I had to try 4 different times. I finally got through. So AI overview pulled up something. Let me get the computer set so I can be a little bit more comfortable. I'm actually excited to read about this. Hold on. This is live, so of course there's no edits. I want to read this information, but I need to be a little comfortable. Let me read just how I sit. I'm sitting. Yesterday, I was thinking of figuring out what type of chair I needed to bring in here. But sometimes it takes too long to get that thought together. So I'm like, let me just move forward. So let me put my earmuffs there. And I am looking for, y'all, so many cords over here. There. Let me plug this back in. Yes. So I'm gonna have to throw them out of the car. Get ignorant. Ungrateful people. You know, I know I'm not the only one who experienced ungrateful people. They need your help so bad, and then they start asking for one too many things in a way that's like they expect you to do something for them. I'm like, I could be asleep right now. I could be doing anything but this. And now you're talking about, can you take me over here or take me over there? No, you said one place. And even if you did offer to pay, you think that, so you must have it in your head that just because I'm nice, you're going to ask me to take you one place, but I know when I get in the car and start asking her to shuttle bus you all around, all I got to do is throw money at her and she going to be like, she'll say, yeah, and let me take her everywhere. That's a large order at H. No, that's not going to happen because you said one place and that's all we agreed to. But I can give you extra $20. If that's the case, why didn't you just take an Uber or a Lyft? You're not getting ready to, what is it, run circles around me because I'm nice and all I gotta do is pay her. You have me sorely mistaken. So gotta get tough sometimes. I just don't want to, but you have to because not everybody has your best interest at heart. So I'm getting myself a little bit more comfortable so I can read out of here. And let me fix the screen. Oh, look it, my phone leaning crazy. My phone is alive. So I actually typed this 3 different times in my computer. And the one that worked is, I typed in what is going on with Elon Musk as of June 8th, 2025. and that popped up, and then it had to I obviously must have spelled something entirely wrong, because it was like, did you mean this? I'm like, come on, y'all get too picky. So what, I spelled a couple of things wrong, but nonetheless I auto-corrected it, had it auto-corrected, and AI Overview provided me with a lot of information. Now, I intentionally came to this room so I can have a little bit more space, because I really want to talk about this, or slash read about it. This is interesting. So here we are, 40:36. Let me put a time in there. Let me see if I can talk on here. I need to type something. I don't want to do that. That is bananas. I'm going to put a timestamp in here so the replay gang can know when they come in exactly when I start actually talking about the topic. Hold on to your butts is what Samuel Jackson said in Jurassic Park 1. There. Y'all remember the Jonas Brothers? All of a sudden I had their song in my head. This is an SOS, this is the final countdown. My sister actually got me hip to the Jonas Brothers, because actually my little sister, you know, of course she's a little sister, right? Yeah, so that was, the Jonas Brothers were for her age bracket. But since we lived under the same roof at the time, I believe was I in high school? Who knows? I just know we were all living under the same roof at that time when Jonas Brothers were out, and she loved their music, and so she would play it, and it got me listening to it too. So thanks, little sister, for basically introducing me to Jonas Brothers, because their music is good, it's fun too. So I'm gonna put the time in, so like 42 30. I finally start the topic. I really enjoy doing this morning mood thing, and I have big visions for the Elay TV platform. You know, it's a very slow build for me, way slower than I ever anticipated it to be. But I really have a big vision for the direction of how I want all this to be, even the presentation. But until further notice, I can only do what I can with what I have. So thank you guys for coming in with your support. I heard in New York they were not giving him charging. What? Wow. And then I also heard, before I get into it, in reference to like the buffoonery of it all, Donald Trump don't want to rock the Tesla anymore. I heard that he's supposed to be giving the Tesla back, and he don't want to do anything with the Tesla. Is that true? What else did I hear before I started getting the facts together that brought me to want to talk about this some more? Donald Trump don't want to have anything to do with Tesla. He wants to give the Tesla back that he had. I think I also remember hearing something about there was supposed to be some type of meeting or a convention or something held on the governmental lawn in reference to Tesla. Trump doesn't want to do that anymore. I heard something about that. And then Elon Musk on street pharmaceuticals too heavy. But he said that what seems like 7 years ago. And when I did hear that in real time years ago, I thought it was like some type of Saturday Night Live type of skit, because I'm like, I hope he's playing, because in that time frame, people weren't so flamboyant about saying they're doing casual street pharmaceuticals. People are open about it now, but back then, people were still respectful and discreet. So years ago, when I did see that interview, I thought it was a Saturday Night Live skit when Elon Musk did confess to participating in street pharmaceuticals. I think like ketamine and all the bad things like that. Now that stuff is coming back up. But nonetheless, what else have I heard? Pretty much bottom line, what I was saying in the last video, he's gone too far. Because before the word got out, what made me believe that Mr. Sir Elon Musk went too far is the fact that the story I covered is when he said, well, when he was going to completely step down from the White House altogether. I'm like, now he's leaving completely? What have you done? That's the latest Elon Musk video. What have you done? I'm like, he must have done something pretty bad for him to have to be removed from the White House completely. And come to find out, things are starting to roll out. Staged or not is entertaining, and it's got to be some truth in some of it. So tell us everything and we'll figure it out for ourselves. So I typed in, as of June 8, 2025, Elon Musk is involved in several prominent events and discussions. Oh, he sure is. AI overview. Don't try to flower this up to make it sound sweet. Tell us the truth of what's really going on. You guys, I'm going to end up having to make a separate playlist just for Elon Musk. This is such an interesting topic because this is happening in real time, in real life. It's like science fiction news, but it's not science fiction. We are living in the science fiction age now. We're in the digital age now. So this stuff is happening for real. It's exciting. So according to AI Overview, it says feud with Donald Trump, a public between Elon Musk and President Trump has been escalating. This has involved Musk criticizing the president's economic policies, including tariffs, and suggesting the tariffs will cause a recession. Oh, you telling? No, if he had stayed over the time he had to become a permanent member, the way he acted, I already thought he was. Well, that's a valid point too. So it says here, suggesting the tariffs will cause a recession. Trump has responded with warnings of serious consequences if Musk funds Democratic candidates. Some news outlets have reported on the history and details of this falling out. It's a falling out. It's a falling out. And it's weird because usually, they like to keep these things under wraps. So how were they able to let this falling out play before our eyes like a reality TV show? Sound waves continue. So they're supposed to build a tunnel from New York through Jersey so he can get high-speed train maybe. That's what I'm wondering too. It seemed like there was a lot of promises involved with technology for Elon Musk and the infrastructure of this country. But it seems to me that, according to me, it seems like Sir Elon Musk got beside himself and was pushing pushing forward on 1,000, moving too fast, jumping over people, got a little too power drunk, and just moved too fast. I think that's just what happened. Full speed ahead. And even in government, as crooked as it may be, there's still rules at play that you still have to adhere to. And it seems to me that he was oblivious to those rules because I'm effing Elon effing Musk and I'm richer than all y'all. King Kong ain't got it on me. I was like, whoa, now, whoa. I'm using my voice from John Wick, the dude who has the Continental. Whoa, now, Mr. Musk, there's consequences behind your actions and you need to pull back. I'm not pulling back. I'm Elon Musk. I do whatever I want to do. So they had to do something about Sir Elon Musk, please. We'd hate for things to come down to the inevitable. Nah, man, there's no place I want to be. I don't want to be there. I do not want. I'm happy in my place. Now just leave me alone and let me eat my food in peace. Please let me eat my food in peace. I'm looking at the TV. Bluey is still on. I don't know what they're getting into, but it's a lot of dogs on there. They must be at the park. So many of them. So many. So many dogs. Continuing on, AI Overview says, considering a new potential party amid the feud with Trump, Musk has expressed the idea of starting a new political party to challenge the existing two-party system. I thought it was at least 4 to 5 different parties already, but they don't show up strong on the ballot when it's time to vote. And I thought there were already several, and a dozen and a few parties already in place, to the point where they said, why even vote? Because it's just going to split the bill. So what is he talking about making a new party? Is he just going to rebrand one of the parties that be on the ballot that splits the ticket? He going to rebrand it and be like, y'all, come on over here with me. We're going to call this the new party system. I tell you, man, they're really turning this whole White House thing upside down. They're going to be rebranding stuff. That's how I'm taking it. Considering a new political party amid the feud with Trump, Musk has expressed the idea of starting a new political party to challenge the existing two-party system. Hey, whoever has the gold makes the rules until further notice. So let's see what's going to happen. SpaceX and NASA. Musk initially threatened to decommission SpaceX Dragon spacecraft, which transports astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station for NASA. What the H does this have to do with that? However, he later appeared to walk back this threat. Okay, so Musk initially threatens to decommission SpaceX Dragon spacecraft, which transports astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station for NASA. However, he later appeared to walk back this threat. That don't even make sense because, to my knowledge, on the surface level, we have our own stuff. So what does Elon Musk have to do with space outside of the fact that he has his own spaceship factory or whatever? That don't even make sense. I'm waiting for more information to come out of that. That don't even make sense. Starlink in South America. Starlink, Musk satellite's internet service, is facing a challenge in Bolivia? Because I thought SpaceX, to me, was the first internet, that universal internet system where you can still have internet either if you're climbing Mount Everest or under the sea with aerial. You too still shall have speedy internet service. Now that's what I thought Starlink was all about. So you mean to tell me he had internet challenges in Bolivia? How is that possible, Starlink? Yeah, you need to get out of the White House and get your tech together. Starlink in South America. Starlink Musk satellite's internet service is facing a challenge in Bolivia, which has declined its offer of service despite widespread demand for better internet access. Now that's saying a lot. If Bolivia wants to get connected with the internet or World Wide Web, but they don't want to have parts with Elon Musk, y'all, that's a telltale sign. It is kind of creepy because I was happy about the invention of the sea to shining sea internet technology. Even if you're in space, you still have access to Google and Siri. If you're underwater, you still have access to Google and Siri. But the people in Bolivia don't want it if it's coming through Elon Musk. Even in a time of desperation and an opportunity comes along, they didn't take it. That alone is saying a lot of thunderous implications. Sound waves continue. In New York, we call that a dollar van. Oh, dollar van, like the McDonald's value meal, but y'all have dollar vans. Yeah, no, get on that dollar van. I'm on a tight budget, son. You know, I'm trying to get from point A to point C to point D real quick before fall, son. I'm gonna get on that dollar van, and then I'm gonna get on the dollar van to speed it to McDonald's and give me a dollar value bill, you know. I like that dollar van. So if you say it real fast, it sounds like you're saying like Donovan. Dollar van. Don't say it another time, or the spirit of the dollar van gonna come through the mirror and run you over. So Bolivia don't want no parts of Starlink if it's coming by way of Mr. Sir Elon Musk. So that's saying a lot. Tesla's Starlink Model 2. What the age? Speculation exists that Tesla is planning a significant reveal or launch related to Starlink Module 2 in June, that's this month, 2025, with production potentially starting in 2026. Now that don't make a bean hills full of sense at all. Why? Because you still seem to be trying to get Starlink 1 to be all across the globe, and Bolivia says nah. So why are you gonna make a module 2 if you don't even have part 1 together? Do that mean low-key that Starlink 1 is being dismantled? What you trying to say, Face? They say we're launching it to part 2. Everything's going well. Everything should be all together by next year. Man, just hang it up. Future plans. Musk has mentioned plans for launching a crewed mission to Mars. Y'all, anything in any sentence with the word crude in it don't sound good. Crude. For the win, LA. Can you spell crude? Crude. C-R-E-W-E-D. Crude. This sounds bad. Future plans. Musk has mentioned plans for launching a crewed mission to Mars by late 2006. All that sounds like to me is that movie 2 Weeks, when they shoved all the poor people to Mars. Crewed mission to Mars sounds like a hardcore science fiction action-packed movie that I would love to see if it's done right. Crewed mission to Mars. Stuff gets really hot. By late 2026, using the Starship system. Good luck with that. Isn't the star system falling apart and y'all want to take it on the crewed mission to Mars? Heaven help them. It's going to be another submarine implosion. Rest in peace, all of y'all. But it's going to be in the sky. Come on, people. Oh my gosh. I want to show that comment. He needs crude face crew to take that turkey back. I put show, but I saw the comment. That's funny. Remember Daggett from Batman, that cream that they on the Batman the animated series where they had some cream called Daggett, and they put the cream on. It's like reshape your face to anything and anyone. Repurpose your face. But the thing was, once you started using it, you had to keep using it. And in the Catwoman movie, they pretty much kind of implemented Daggett, but called it something else. And the Catwoman movie with Halle Berry, where the stuff made your face hard as a brick. And so when it was a lady or a guy punched a woman, it didn't hurt because the cream that she used, the beauty product cream she used, it made her face hard as a rock. Isn't that a sad shame? Daggett. Because on Batman the animated series, it was called remember Clayface? All I could think about in the Batman animated series was, I think when part 1 ended, Clayface realized he really effed up and his whole body was fully succumbed to the not the CarMax of it all, but the clay of it all. And he was in this trailer and he was like, And then they ended the scene and Batman went on. I'm like, he done effed up. He done messed up real bad. So they have in here the final bulletin. I'm a little disappointed with this AI overview because it didn't tell us too much of anything. So I'm gonna have to do some more searching. Future plans. Musk has mentioned plans for launching a crewed mission to Mars by late 2026 using the Starship system. He also continues to focus on developing Tesla's robotaxi network. This isn't enough. So now I'm going to have to type in what is going on with Donald Trump as of June 8th, 2025. Because that's not covering the meat and potatoes of why they're actually fighting. The only thing I pulled out of that is the threats that Mr. Sir Elon Musk may potentially want to start a new party. And that for some reason he wants to help the Democrats, which don't make sense to me. But what difference does it make? Because they both allegedly play for the same team. So why are they really fighting over the same mashed potatoes that everybody get? We get the same mashed potatoes everybody get when we go to Golden Corral. We get the same food everybody else gets. So why are we really fighting? So let me type in what is come on, girl, get your typing fingers together. What is going on with Donald Trump for president? He is our president. Cartoon. Next time on our cartoon president. Hi, I'm President Donald Trump, and today on Fox and Friends, I just want to let you know that was fake news. Man, I like that show. What is going on with Donald Donald Trump today? All right, I'm waiting for my answer, and it didn't give me anything. As of June 8th, 2025. I'll have to rephrase the sentence to see if I get something else. By way of AI overview. It's loading. I'm thankful that the computer is working really well. Wow, it's just giving me articles and no AI overview option. I have to rephrase this again. How much more simpler see, here we go. How much more simpler do I have to be to get an answer from AI overview? AI overview, what is going on with Donald Trump? Let me type it in. Give me something. Okay, AI overview is finally loading up. Looks like AI overview needs some coffee. Let me move this desk so I can get behind it a little further and change everything for my sake. Hold on. My foot falling asleep. Let me see. Just a minute. Ooh-wee. No, if that's not good, I'll move this over so I can scooch things around a little bit. Let me sit down over here and get myself back cozy. Cozy. Hi. Thank you. You've been a lovely audience. God, thank you so much for the likes. I have 6 likes already. If I have, it's been so long, I don't remember. So that means it's been too long, so I had to have it again. But it sounds terrific, especially right now. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Drip coffee is basically the standard coffee that we have, the coffee pots from, that you can get from Dollar General. and stuff like that. So drip coffee, I've had that like yesterday 2 times. 2 times. I haven't had coffee yet today, but I most certainly will. I'm going to use it as a reward for myself. Pressed coffee, I'm going to take a guess and say that's the bean coffee. So pressed coffee is that kind of like where you do it yourself and mash it between what looks like a walnut cracker, but it's not, but it's for coffee. So that's about as a guess good of a guess I have for your reference to your answer. Thank you for asking. Coffee is such a great treat. It's an adult treat, because kids cannot have coffee because they're too young yet. Their tiny minds will go all over the place. The tiny mind of a child is not ready for the magnitude of coffee. You're not an adult until you start drinking coffee. I'm an adult now. So I've earned that righteous pass to drink as much coffee as I want. Let me check the battery on the computer really quickly. That's going well. And my cell phone is doing well too. It's charging up really well. When I was at work, I had a job where I cleaned a specific hotel. I'm not going to say the name of the hotel, but those women were cleaning. They were cleaning and going to their cars more often than not. And they were drinking. One of them was drinking this thing called a Speedball, and the rest of them were drinking Four Locos. And of course, by default, I was isolated, shunned from the group by default because, number one, I'm not drinking that stuff. Number two, I'm not drinking on the job. Number three, guys, that's not my type of party. I'm at work. But they would go to their cars and drink it together. And I'm like, I hope nothing bad happened to y'all health-wise, because they will come back changed, man. They will come back changed, like whatever they was drinking and mixing in that car. They were so excited to drink. So it'll be something like this. Ooh, yeah, y'all ready to go out to the car? Yeah, girl, I got my Four Loko. I went to the gas station and got me some this and that. Yeah, I'm ready. They go to the car. They be happy like this, excited over the fact. I'm like, if just the notion of you guys getting these drinks, making y'all this happy, what the F y'all drinking them for? Because y'all seem to be all right. No, they all right because they about to go do something stupid. But when they came back, they be like this. I'm ready to work now. Sure had a good time in the car. I'm like, what the F? Y'all look ridiculous. Get away from me. What the H? What kind of caffeine? How high you walking around? I'm ready to work now. I'm like, y'all gotta get away from me. Get away from me. Y'all don't like me anyways. Just get away from me. There will come a time when I talk about my work stories. Boy, I have a lot of them. But that's beside the point. I have some more information because I want to read more. I typed in a new tab, what is going on with Donald Trump? And thankfully, AI Overview gave me a long list of stuff. Soundwave said caffeine high. Man, I don't want to be high on caffeine because the crash is awful. I've had that happen before. I believe the coffee was just too strong and the crash feels terrible. It don't feel good at all. So I drink my coffee and I'm mindful. And there are many times where I like the routine of coffee, right? One of our regulars on this platform says that's part of his, what is it? It's a word, not religion, routine, tradition. Well, it's a strong word, but that's what his drinking coffee is part of that. So As of June 8, 2025, Donald Trump is currently serving as the 47th president of the United States, having won a landslide victory in 2024 election. Y'all, it seemed like 3 years done went by already. That's how much pain and chaos this dude caused in the first 48 hours. 3 years worth of damage. Coffee with caramel drizzle is great. That sounds really nice. Don't they sell something like that at McDonald's too? I wanted to get the camera in a nice direction so I can still be making eye contact with you guys while reading off of the computer. So let me see. I'm curious to see what this article will say. So it says securing the border. This involves strengthening border security, ending the previous catch and release policies, reinstating the Remain in Mexico program. What's that? Expanding the wall and increasing the vetting and screening of aliens entering the country. He recently deployed 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles in response to immigration protests. Now, something happened yesterday. Wasn't there a riot in California? Yes, there was. But what was it about? It was actually being live streamed from one of the YouTube platforms I follow. That's crazy. A lot of stuff has happened yesterday. It was like Saturday was Jubilee Day because in breakfast, my husband and I found out. Hold on, I got a text message. Let me see what it says. If it will allow me. Oh my goodness, cell phone. It's like the world is working. I'm getting text messages. That's not unusual. I'm also getting emails at the same time. Let me see here. Y'all, my phone is acting crazy. It won't even let me see the text message. And I don't want to get kicked out of this. Usually I can scroll down and read it, but I think by way of the text message and email coming down at the same time, it won't allow me to read the message. That's whack. Oh boy. So what was I saying? So yeah, there was a riot in Los Angeles. So I'm not sure what it was about, but it was being live streamed on YouTube. And so many things have happened yesterday. My husband and I were eating breakfast and we saw on the TV that for college basketball, they will be able to get paid now. Yes, college basketball, those boys will be able to be getting real financial checks and in addition to financial aid and stuff. They don't have to suffer anymore and get punished or penalized for taking money, because they need it too. So once again, congratulations to the basketball people for college. You guys are going to be able to get paid now. You don't have to wait till you get to the NBA to start earning money. So for me, that brings more hope to these guys out here. The second thing of good news is the fact that I forgot what is it called, Tuscaloosa or somewhere where they did African American people wrong, where they burned down their town or something. They're about to get reparations. So there's a lot of news happening, plus the riot, plus Trump and his friend are fighting. A lot of news broke yesterday. So what I'm skimming down here in what AI Overview provided, and it's just basically saying the same thing of stuff we already know about. I want to see what the meat and potatoes are between him and Elon Musk. This stuff is the same old stuff that he was harping about before America voted him into office, before they said we picked him. Addressing drone risk. What is this? Here's something, but this don't have anything to do with what pulled me to want to talk about this. Addressing drone risk. Signed an executive order on June 6th to address the risk caused by drones. Promoting supersonic flight. Signed an executive order on June 6th to remove regulatory barriers and encourage the development of supersonic aviation. They're already doing this stuff. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking to us like we don't even know what's going on. Tell us something we don't know. Like, when is the cost of eggs going to finally come down? Overseeing the new travel ban, the administration announced on June 5th that a new travel ban will go into effect on June 9th. That's tomorrow. Restricting entry for individuals from 19 countries. They're doing so much. Sonic booms are not good. It seems like they're already doing it though, but they're just now acknowledging it in a way that that's what they've been doing, if that makes any sense. You know how people, well, I've grown up and seen some examples where people don't know how to be completely forthright in telling the truth, so they'll say it in a way where you still have to read between the lines because they cannot say it or they just don't want to say it. I swear that's been happening already, and this is just his way of saying that it's been happening. And if anything, sound waves, they're just going to do it more frequently. That's how I feel. But sonic anything in the hands of them is not a good thing. So I'm with you on that. I wish the Care Bears would come on down here and save us. Care Bear count. We need a Care Bear countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 up in this mug. After the Avengers, we need Care Bear countdown to just take over this place. What else is happening? So I didn't see that in the news, so this is something new for me. So, okay, promoting supersonic flight signed an executive order on June 6, 2025 to remove regulatory barriers and encourage the development of supersonic aviation. Thank you for your input, sound waves. Overseeing a new travel ban, the administration announced on June 5th, 2025 that a new travel ban will go into effect tomorrow, June 9th, restricting the entry for individuals. We read that. Managing ongoing trade discussions with China. Trump reported a productive call with Chinese President Xi Jinping on June 5th, 2025, and announced upcoming trade talks in London on June 9th. Why y'all going all over the place to try to talk about something that can easily be resolved over a Skype call? Do y'all really have to fly all over around the world just to do something that can be done with the press of a button? Dude, are you logging in? Yes, I'm logged in. Let's talk about these tariffs. Do y'all have to fly all over to do that? I tell you, and that is where some of the money is being mishandled. But you know, they're not going to listen to us, peasants. Supersonic song, though. Supersonic. Supersonic. Yeah, I know the words. In terms of legal matters, the following is relevant. What the H? In terms of legal matters, the following is relevant. What more could they tell us? I'm curious. Let me check this here really quickly. So I saw your text message come through, but it's not allowing me to respond because simultaneously at the same dang time when you send me a text message, my Yahoo decided to sync up at the same time. And it kicked out everything on my drop-down menu, so I am unable to do a quick response. So I don't know what you're saying, and I won't be able to check your what do you call it, text message, because it might kick me out, and I don't want to have to go through all that. Sorry about that. Oh, boo, 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 boo. Let me adjust my foot. Okay, so here we go. In terms of legal matters, the following is relevant. Hush money conviction. Okay, y'all. Now we might be getting somewhere. Now, this isn't real life gossip. Now, we're not gossiping. This stuff is coming up on AI Overview. We have surpassed an hour. Hush money conviction. Trump was convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records in New York in May 2024. His sentencing, originally scheduled for July 11th, was delayed In January 2025, the conviction was upheld, but he received an unconditional discharge. What's new, barbecue? Must be nice to do whatever that you want and don't have consequences. And then here come my great grandmama VS. The Lord is in control. You know, sometimes the Lord, I just want to see people get theirs right now. Oh. Moving on. Federal election interference and classified documents cases. Special counsel Jack Smith dropped these cases Trump following his election to the presidency. I would like for them to expound on that, please. Georgia election interference case. This case is currently paused indefinitely. Ooh, I wish they would pause some of the things I had to go through. It's like they push heavy on the gas for me when it's time to. Man. Federal election interface and classified documents cases. Special counsel Jack Smith dropped these cases against Trump. Georgia election interference case. This case is currently paused indefinitely pending an appeal regarding the potential disqualification of District Attorney Fani Willis. Business fraud. Of course. Trump was found liable for business fraud in New York in order to pay a significant fine, but he is appealing this decision. You know, in New York, I was watching a video from a YouTuber who actually lives there. He said that, is it called the Manhattan? But it's a big subway there. It's a big subway there. Trump is supposed to have taken that over, and he has taken it upon himself to, fix up the transportation subway station, because New York has not done a good job at all of fixing the infrastructure of the subway. Is that true? Now, the guy who lives there was going through the subway and talking about how there's still a homeless issue and it's gotten worse. And he showed all the artwork that they put down there, to which I do remember it seemed like around COVID time or right before COVID was put into our planet, where they started to make park benches with spikes and stuff on it as a deterrent to keep the homeless from sitting there. It was so ghastly and barbaric. But he showed us the pieces of furniture and types of cinder blocks and stuff used to deter the homeless from getting comfortable down there. He said what they've done right now is just simply rounded up the homeless and put them into another area, but they haven't really been housed as promised. And that Donald Trump has taken over that station, and he's going to do it himself. Is there some truth in that? I saw that video about a couple weeks ago. But man, he showed a picture of a TV monitor that was completely dismantled from the wall, showed that the renovations that they did do didn't amount to a hill of beans in the first place, and the transportation system has just gotten worse. And there's been more people sleeping on the subway now, way more. So that's pretty bad. And some people still have to use that transportation system. So I would like to read some more information about that. Business fraud case. Trump was found liable for business fraud in New York in order to pay significant fine, but he is appealing that decision. AI overview continues with a bullet point that says E. Jean Carroll lawsuit. Trump was found liable for SA and defamation in one lawsuit and defamation in another. He is appealing both verdicts. Is this all happening this year? Deployment of National Guards to Los Angeles. Trump's ordered the deployment of 2,000. See, the last article said 1,000. This one says 2,000. Deployment of National Guard to Los Angeles. Trump ordered the deployment of 2,000 National Guard troops on June 7th, which was yesterday, 2025, to address protests against federal immigration raids. He said early on, June 8th, which is today, he will ban masks for protesters. Oh, snap. So if you're going to protest, show your face. It's kind of, that's public fallout with Elon Musk. Okay. Stated his relationship with Musk is over. And after Musk criticized his budget bill, and Trump responded with threats. So the big beautiful bill, more like the big beautiful bailout for rich people maybe. Public fallout with Elon Musk. Trump stated his relationship with Musk is over after Musk criticized his budget bill. So Musk has something to say about Trump's new budget bill? That says a lot. Now the tables have turned. What have you done, Donald Trump, to make Elon Musk go against the plans? Now that is scary because Elon Musk is a mad scientist. So for a mad scientist to not approve something, what the H is in that big beautiful bill that got Elon Musk not wanting any parts of? That's kind of frightening. Gateway Tunnel Project, that's the one you're talking about. That's what it's called. Thank you. Yeah, so I really hope that it gets fixed. But when I was reading the comments in that particular video, there was I believe, I'm going to assume there was a New York native, it was a female. She said that Trump is planning to fix it, but he wants to also have it named after him. I wouldn't be surprised, but he wants to name it after him. And it's not the entire transit system. Okay. Man, real life time news is happening, y'all. This is pretty darn cool to be a part of all this. So public fallout, thank you for that also. Public fallout with Elon Musk. Trump stated his relationship with Musk is over after Musk criticized his budget bill and Trump responded with threats. This provides a summary of major activities and legal issues involving, Donald Trump as of June 8th, 2025. That's a long sheet. I would have liked AI overview to lead with this whole falling out. So perhaps I can type in, why are Elon Musk and Donald Trump fighting? Something along those lines. Why are, oops. Let me put this in here. I need a new tab to open up. New tab, new tab, new tab. Why are they fighting? Why are there and Donald Trump fighting? I'm typing it in and to see if I can get more information. I want more. This isn't enough. But we're getting somewhere with that last lead. And I want to see what AI overview can summarize. I'm looking for a brief summary. And so AI overview can tell us. This is June 8th. All right. Nope. I had to rephrase the sentence so we can, AI overview can kick it out. I had to rephrase the sentence. How can I rephrase this? I'll just type their names in. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Elon Musk and stop it, computer, stop it. I didn't type that. Chucky's alive and I think I could prove it. Y'all, my computer is alive and I think I could prove it. I didn't type that in. I did not type that in. Dude, what the hey? Stop it, computer. Stop it now. Elon, Musk and Donald Trump. DONALDTRUMP. Now come on, AI overview. You're supposed to make life easy. This is like the 5th attempt of trying to figure out more information, and AI overview is nowhere to be found. I had to rephrase it again. Elon Musk and Donald Trump. News. No, that didn't work. Let me figure it out. I will figure this out. Let's try that. Nothing. Oh, you get is nothing. It's too early, it's too early, it's too early. Y'all, this is like my 7th attempt. Why are... Let me type that in and see. Let me type in this. OVERVIEW. No! Y'all, I'm not getting anywhere with this. AI overview. I told you I was like, I might have a difficult time trying to find something with AI overview because Elon Musk probably went behind the scenes and was like, don't help them if they're trying to find out why we're fighting, and put it into the system. It's like, make it harder for them to find information. We're fighting. Why are they fighting? Let me put that in there, see what happens. AI overview. Come on, come on. It's like I'm at the casino. Big money, big money. Come on, I know something gonna turn up. Give me something. I need an article. I need a lead. TRUMP and VLON. Come on. Wow. Nothing at all is coming up. Let me go back to the last thing I read and filter out some keywords. Public fallout with Elon Musk. Trump stated his relationship with Musk is over after Musk criticized his budget bill and Trump responds with threats. Let me take this out, copy and paste these keywords in here and see what happens. It feels like I'm at the library and I'm just hanging out. Y'all, I really enjoy hanging out at the library. Nothing. That's it and that's all, because that's what I'm wondering. Because the only good lead we have to help us expound on anything, and it says public fallout with Elon Musk. Trump stated his relationship with Musk is over after Musk criticized his budget bill and Trump responded with threats. Now, it was called the Big Beautiful Bill to my knowledge. So whatever was in that bill, Elon Musk didn't want any parts of. So that caused a breaking away from the friendship. I want to know what was in there to make that happen. Public fallout, Elon Musk. Relationship is over after Musk criticized his budget. Why did Elon Musk quit. We're actually getting something. I typed in, why did Elon Musk quit? AI overview provided something. Elon Musk recently announced his departure from his role as special government employee in the Trump's administration, where he headed the Department of Government Efficiency known as DOGE. Check biggest part of the budget. Okay, so after I read and see what information is here, I'll type that in. Thank you. Here's a breakdown of the key reasons behind his decision. Limited term as special government employee. Musk's role was always intended to be temporary with a 130-day service limit within a 365-day period. He stated that his time as a special government employee had come to an end. Yeah, because they made him do it. Desire to refocus on businesses, Musk had expressed interest in shifting his attention back to managing his companies because they made him do it or strongly suggested. Musk had expressed interest in shifting his attention back to managing his company, especially Tesla, which had been facing challenges like declining sales. He even stated that he will be back to spending 24/7 at work at his companies, including X/XAI and Tesla. Disagreement with Trump administration policies. Here's something else. Musk publicly criticized the recent budget bill favored by Trump's administration, calling it a massive spending bill that would increase the deficit and undermine his work with DOGE. This public disagreement signaled a strain in his relationship with the administration. So Soundwaves, like you said, it was definitely over contracts, that's for sure. That's one thing for certain. It's always, the contracts are always comprised of money. When they say contracts, we talk about contracts, it's always about money. Nothing else. So, once again, disagreement with Trump's administration policies must publicly criticized the recent budget bill favored by the Trump administration, calling it a massive spending bill that would increase the deficit and undermine his work with DOGE. So this is about him. It's never about us. Cue Michael Jackson in the car. What about us? What about the children? What about us? What about the people? What about us? Come on. It's never about us. So they're fighting amongst themselves because Elon Musk is like, that's not gonna work for me and my Tesla. If we go into a deeper recession, people are definitely not gonna want to invest in me. Honey, they quit investing in you when they start blowing up your products. So what does that have to do with the other? If you separate yourself from that and get back to your craft, you won't even have to worry about this. But they always want more. It's never enough. So I don't feel sorry for now one of y'all, because y'all never satisfied with nothing. You're probably not even satisfied with yourself. So now you're pushing this world into the toilet because of personal issues that y'all neglecting to work out. Where was I? It's like we're dealing with children, spoiled children who always get their way. These are the beings that are running the planet. Spoiled, pig-headed children who always get their way by any means necessary, running this world. And they're just having a field day. Sandbox, video games, Roblox, Minecraft. Well, this is their sandbox. I have to read that one more time. I need to read this one more time. Disagreement with Trump administration policies. Musk publicly criticized a recent budget bill favored by the Trump administration, calling it a massive spending bill that would increase the deficit and undermine his work with Doge. This public disagreement signaled a strain in his relationship with the administration. That's so selfish. But why would I expect anything more? There's a little bit left in here, and it says Musk's time in Trump's administration. Musk was tasked with reducing federal spending and cutting red tape. He thanked President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. How? When he just wanted to complain that allegedly this big, beautiful bill is going to undermine his work with Doge. This massive spending bill. He thanked President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. His tenure was marked by some controversy, including criticism for lack of transparency and legal challenges against the Department of Government Efficiency. They are transparent. The transparency is that they're not going to tell you anything. It's just that simple. After reading that, I don't even think I want any food from the White House anymore. The last video I was talking about, I know that food is unbelievably good and filled with all the best nutrients and proteins you ever could need. But after reading this, I don't even think I want to partake in just eating the food from the government anymore, not from the White House. I'll pass. Because after reading the reason why they're falling out, it just made me sad. Exactly. That's all I see. This is just an ego trip and not fully taking full responsibility. This whole thing was set up on trash anyway, so all of the blame don't go on them, but they sure carry a big percentage of it by continuing to utilize it for the benefit of their gang and their gang only, and not for shifting it and giving it back to all the people that they have hurt. So, having said that, yes, they are 100% guilty in reference to that. Exactly. As I read this article in that last paragraph, it's just like it goes back to family, because these power dynamics are a representation of the family household breakdown. The power struggles within homes. I had a big power struggle growing up in my family. It was HE double hockey sticks. The older I got, the more I was able to see. And the things that I saw weren't lining up with the things that were pretended to be in our house. I saw there was more of a masquerade going on, do as I say and not as I do situation going on the older I got and was able to see. So it was a power struggle growing up. The White House and what's happening now is just a reflection of America in general. Because regardless, spiritualism or not, if someone's declaiming authority over a massive group of people and their house is not in order and there's constant in-house fighting, that's pretty much the state of the nation that you claim to run. And what do you see on TV? Trash music, Housewives of Atlanta, those grown women acting like 12-year-olds and high schoolers still, no type of role models. They're not good role models. What else do we see? I said the trash music, Housewives of Atlanta, the women acting like 17-year-olds. It's just so much dysfunction. And it's a reflection of these people who are wanting to unregulate us. So, the grand scheme of things, It's a sick world. It's basically they just want to lead but don't want to have the consequences. They just want the title and the prizes. No different from me being a YouTuber and all the people. I have one in mind and I almost said her name out loud. I don't know if she's my cousin or not, but I'll just stick with the fact that she's my cousin on my daddy's side. I don't think they like me. Every time I come around, she's always asking, you still doing that YouTube stuff? In that condescending tone. So whenever I become successful, don't come around me acting like you're my friend now, because we're quote family and I don't think you like me as I grew up. And I'll leave it at that, because that's just the way the world works. They don't want to have anything to do with you. But the minute something happens, they want all the things you work for. They want to come around and reap the benefits of that. Yo. So I'm saying it now in declaration. When I see you again, that's the way I feel. I don't want to have anything to do with you until further notice, unless you want to have a woman-to-woman talk, which I don't mind having, and you tell me how you really feel. But for now, I don't think y'all really like me as I grew up and became a beautiful woman, and I am not scared to be myself. And through the bull, I am standing strong. Y'all don't like me for whatever reason, and you guys are way more successful than me. Make that make sense. So having said that, the White House is always in shambles and it's a reflection of our country. So mind the business that pays you, because it's a reflection of my family. It's dysfunctional in a lot of places because people are power tripping like my dad and do as I say, not as I do, want to reap the benefits from all of his children because we are his, and an overzealous, over righteous expectation of wanting to reap from our benefits without really doing any other work. So that's not going to fly. Give me money. People fall for the trap. Exactly. Give me money. When you hear people comparing, stay away. Amen. So yeah, and it's a sad shame. The older I got, I was able to see through more mature eyes, and a lot of my family not here for me, but they gonna be here for me when I make it. But just know, I've kept my distance from you guys for a reason. So don't think that when you see me again, it's gonna be different. Leave me alone. What else is in here? So I'm going to read these last two bulletins one more time as a refresher of why I got to that whole rant about the reflection of family and how anybody in charge of people is a reflection of what's at the top will trickle down to the bottom. Wow. What's going on, Gabriel Beck? How you doing? So whatever's at the top in leadership is going to trickle down to the bottom. So if the house is pretty much divided, it's a representation of what we already see, a divided nation. They cannot even get it together, work together under one umbrella, one united front in the government. So what makes you think it's going to be any better collectively as a nation when the people we're supposed to look up to are infighting and having cat fights with no resolve, just more vengeance and more egotistical shenanigans. So lastly, in AI overview, it says Musk time in the Trump administration. Musk was tasked with reducing federal spending and cutting red tape. He thanked President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. His tenure was marked by some controversy, including criticism for lack of transparency and legal challenges against the Department of Government Efficiency. That was really good. Having said that, you guys, if you want to get to know me some more, I have started a series called Through My Eyes, where I start from the beginning of the things, the traumas and tragedies that happened with me that shaped me to be the woman I am today. How a lot of bad things did happen to me, but through all that, how I started to leave out the bad and keep the good, and how I transformed a lot of the bad, unfair things that happened to me, how I transformed them into positive things. Once again, if you want to really get to know me some more, like from the beginning, like an origin story, I have started that. I have 13 parts right now. I know that's a bad number, but unfortunately I have 13 parts right now. And I took a break because I wanted to let that breathe before I rolled into part 14, 15, 16, and 17. That's okay. You don't have to be here every day. And like I said, in the spirit of expectation to which my Father seems to have, we're expected to just give him things, money and stuff. I know he's done a lot for us, but it was not done out of a good light. Nonetheless, I don't expect you guys to be over here. I turn on this thing and press go and go live because it's really fun and I enjoy it. I don't expect you guys to be slaves over here. Why are you not showing up? Where you been? Why are you not doing this? That's the wrong energy and spirit to be in. I'm grateful to just be on here, but I thank you for being thoughtful. But please know it's no pressure over here. There's no pressure over here. But I'm glad you're okay. You know, nothing happened. I take time off on here too. I do have a request. It's not in the spirit. It's not out of expectation. If you don't ask, you won't know. When I take breaks on here so I can have some mental rest, my numbers suffer severely, and I am still struggling to make 3,000 watch hours. I've been on YouTube for almost over 12 years and I am not monetized. I have a hard time just getting to the 3,000 watch hours. So if anything, if you would like, I have playlists. If you would like to just put one of my long playlists on in the background and have it on mute and play it in the background to help me get to the first tier monetization, I would love that. This is also a reflection of the struggle. The struggle is real, and I leave all my videos up just so y'all can see that I'm not fabricating anything. I do some videos and only get 3 views. I leave them up. I make some videos. I have some videos with over 45,000 views, but the likes are like really tiny. But my journey and the stuff on my YouTube page is a testimony to let the people know who's crying that they've been on here 3 years and haven't gotten anywhere. I've been on here a long time too, and I want you to see my struggle, but I just figured I'd ask that as a suggestion. Hey, whatever happens, just want to let you know that you are loved and never let the haters get to you. Amen to that. Thank you so much. Yo, that's the truth. Speaking of haters getting to you, there's the what's the girl, Cooking with Kaya girl. If you're familiar with her, she was crying recently. I want to make a separate video about that, but when I'm gonna talk about it now. I don't mind repeating myself and making a separate video. But Cooking with Kaya, she was crying because she let the haters get to her. I feel sorry for her, but you know what? I don't want this to stop her. I hope she's surrounded by good people who can give her some great direction. Can you do a marathon live? You know, I actually was going to do a marathon. My husband was there. Real story. I was about to do a morning new marathon. I had 5 stories lined up. I still have the notes and the date and everything. And the moment I spoke it out into existence, we got a knock on our door. And we got some pretty bad, life-changing news. So I have not been able to mentally pick up the pieces to start a morning move. But I will, now that you mentioned, I'll figure out a way to be able to do that. But right in that same breath, there wasn't even 5 minutes that passed. I was like, I'm going to do a morning moon marathon. I'm like, what? So that's real life, y'all. So I'm really trying. I'm not making any excuses, but it's been one thing after another, which is why I know that what I have going is going to be a really good thing, because it's really good now. But I cannot make these things up. There's no such thing as coincidences. As many of the people I have who follow me on Facebook, the numbers still reflect the same, like over here too. So I can have a lot of content out, but I don't get a lot of engagement. They just kind of watch. So I know that once I do get monetized, I have a plan involved. I had this thing written out for over 10 years, exactly what I'm gonna do to celebrate, and it's like a video game. I will be able to unlock a particular video that I want to present, to talk about a video and a project that I want to unlock, to show you the struggles and the behind the scenes of, like, y'all not the only ones out here trying to make it, and here's what you can do. But yeah, just do one of my entire day. I thought about that. I will have to do that. I will do that outside. I'm not trying to put all our business out there. So in the spirit of creativity, I will have to figure out something. But I can say I have some thumbnails made up in my cell phone that I have 5 good topics. I can say that. And you guys will like them. So I want to get those going. I want to make 2 more videos today. I don't think I'll make them be live. I think they will be pre-recorded, because the way my computer system is set up, due to some of the things that happen, I'm kind of recovering from. My system and my area is all messed up still. So I'm pretty much trying to do is be consistent and hold the line, given the unforeseen circumstances that happen. So I don't mind y'all giving me ideas, because I have a creative mind, so I can figure out a way to apply what you're saying, but it'll come off differently. So like, just do one for an entire day. That's a brilliant idea. So based on my situation, I can do that, but it may look a little different. But it can be done. And in addition to the marathon, I have been thinking about the marathon. It will be structured differently, but that can be done. It may not be the way I wanted it to be set up, but it can be done. So I am excited about that too. So thank you guys for the suggestions. Never stop suggesting, because sometimes the simple things are right there, and I just have to repurpose them a different way. But I can say, in the spirit of it, once again, I designed a couple of thumbnails yesterday for a topic, and the day before yesterday I did 2 more thumbnails. So I have a total of 5 more thumbnails, meaning 5 more videos that I think you guys will like, and they're funny. They're going to be voiceovers, because it would be more simpler for me to explain it and actually show you my notes, because I want to share the screen and I'll be commentating over it, and it's going to be funny. And the way I want the slides set up, it would just be best if I did the commentary like that. So that is going to be fun and funny. I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm actually laughing. So I want to make sure I have all my things cleared out on my cell phone. I was going through my cell phone for what seems like 2 weeks to clear out everything. You know, my cell phone had stuff in there from 2020. And it's like, I pushed erase on all this stuff. And my husband was like, didn't you send that stuff to the cloud? I'm like, yeah, I sent it to the cloud and I sent it to the moon. So, and I pushed erase. So how come when I go into my files, it was pulling up stuff from 2020, y'all? I'm like, how is this possible? So I had a jolly good time cleaning through my phone and allowing it to breathe. So that's giving me some more access to be more creative on my cell phone, because like when you're designing things, from my personal experience, if you're working off a Chromebook or a cell phone, the applications that you can buy from the Google Play Store are way cheaper than buying them for your desktop computer. They're way cheaper. Like for Power Director, I only pay like 99 cents for something. But if I want to do this for the watermark to be removed for a lifetime, but that same Power Director on my desktop, if I want to remove the watermark, I have to pay like $25 a month, or pay annually or pay yearly. That might be the same thing. I can pay for a monthly, quarterly, or annually. And I'm like, what the H? So I'd rather just make my videos on my cell phone because it's way cheaper. And that's crazy how the prices are different. StreamYard have lost their minds. So I'm happy I got my cell phone cleared out so I can actually make those videos today. We are 2 hours in. Let me read the survey before I get off of here and move forward with my plans of keeping moving forward. My plans to keep moving forward. Okay. I'm going to read the survey. What breakfast food will you pick today? It's a tie. A bucket of chicken is 50%. And candy yams is at 50%. I'm getting ready to type in bucket of chicken. So hang on a minute. Let me put a bucket of chicken in here. That's what I'm choosing today. And once again, guys, thank you for your support and suggestions. And there's no worries or pressure over here. You come in. Let me see. Oh, come on, emoji. Don't stall me now. Whoa, Beethoven. There we go. Today, I am choosing TODAY. I am choosing the bucket of chicken. The bucket of chicken. That sounds good too. Extra crispy bucket of chicken. Thank you guys for participating in the survey. I picked chicken today. And once again, thank you for your suggestions. They really help. It's like additional reminders. I have a great support system here. My little sister, my husband, and our son. So they're the ones who've been really encouraging me. And so that's really cool, in addition to myself. And now in addition to you guys, that's really cool. This is, since I started the morning move or reading of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, so which was last year, that's been actually the first time I started getting real engagement when I went live. It's been a long time since I've gone live. So thank you for all of you who started last year engaging with me. It didn't seem like until last year more people started to engage with me more. And it's been all new faces from like everywhere. So it's pretty cool to have a new resurgence of support. So Soundwaves must have picked yams. You know, I know on my cell phone I have a sweet potato emoji. Let me type in yams and see if yams comes up. Yams. Wasn't P. Diddy's latest ex-girlfriend trying to make the word yams a thing? Whatever that meant, but all I know is she was trying to make that a thing. Sweet potato I typed in yams. There's a sweet potato emoji. I'm about to put it in there. So it is a sweet potato emoji on my computer in addition to my cell phone. I use the sweet potato emoji because there's a sweet lady I like talking to on my text, and I call her Sweet Potato Mary. So I put yams in her text message. She's so nice. I don't think she watched these videos because she's up in age. Well, hi, Miss Mary. Hey, Sweet Potato Mary. One of your grandchildren are probably like, that girl in the cow suit said hi. Yams. I found yams. I'm about to show it. Cocoa Puffs are fun to eat. I haven't had them in a while. Speaking of, I need to get off this live so I can go get some breakfast. What time is it? It's 7:22. I'm doing great. There's yams. And when you said Cocoa Puffs, I also instantly went to the Rice Krispie treat. The Rice Krispie treat Cocoa Puffs, if that makes any sense, because Rice Krispie treats have chocolate ones, don't they? Nonetheless, you can make a Rice Krispie treat out of Cocoa Puffs, or make a Cocoa Puffs treat, or what have you, and that's good to eat too. I had to type in closing remarks before I get off of here. Let me find my computer and my notebook paper if it will allow me. Computer. But yeah, I'm going to figure this out. I am determined to I set monthly goals for myself. My husband already knows about my goal. So after having this mini life powwow with all of you, and plus with the my husband knowing my goal, I believe that with your notes combined and our notes combined, I can come up with a power play to get this going. So I'm happy about that. Computer, and now I found the computer emoji. Now I'm looking for the notebook one. Let me type in paper. P-A-P-E-R. There, that will have to do. So for closing remarks, C-L-O-S-I-N-G, remarks, closing remarks. Donald Trump, I think the boys are fighting in the White House. It's a reflection, a sad reflection. T.I. of the state of America. Of America. M-E-R-I-C-A. There. So I have that typed. Let me lightly proofread it before I send it out to the atmosphere. There. Closing remarks are as follows. Closing remarks. The boys are fighting in the White House. It's a sad reflection of the state of America, and also a sad reflection of the household dynamic. My name is LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thanks to you for participating in the survey. And look at all the thumbs up I have this time. I have 7. I have more than 4 this time. Thank you, and you and you and you and you. Thank you for the ideas and the collaborations of figuring out how we can get this train to chugging. I'm really happy about it. And until next time, y'all keep having a good day and keep living your best life. Now I have to do the signing off song.
Bye-bye.